Rest.
At
Rest.
rest.
That's great. This one, man.
In motion.
Motion.
This I'll be marking, right? This one.
In
Motion.
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 This one.
Motion.
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 This one.
Motion.
Motion.
This one.
Not in motion.
Rest.
Rest.
This one. That's great.
At
Rest.
rest.
That's great. So from the figure itself, we can easily identify which of the following body is in motion and which of the following body is not in motion. Okay. Just a second. I don't know what is happening in this. Yeah. So from the figure, you can easily identify which of the following is in motion, which of the following is not. So could you please tell me one thing that is very common when the object is in motion and when the object is in rest? That is very common. Could you please tell me about it? Anyone?
Sir, they
So
are
what was the
changing.
question?
Okay, one by one. I'm saying, okay, just a little bit focus, just a thing. I'm saying that what is the common thing when the object is in motion and when the object is in rest?
Sir, when an object is in motion, it
Mhm.
changes position with respect to time.
Okay, got it. That's great. And what about rest of you, Vaiga, Apan, and Hafsa? What do you say? Okay, got it. That's good. Apan, Vaiga, Hafsa, no answer.
I didn't get the question, sir.
I was saying, what is the common thing between the motion between when the body is moving or when the body is in rest? There is a common thing when the like if you talk about all the motion rest cases, so there is a common thing. And if you talk about all the motion cases, there is something common that is connected, or you can say kind of similar pattern right there. So that's what I'm asking.
While moving, the position changes.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so that's completely right. So as you can see, when the body is moving, right? So the body is basically changing the position from time to time. That means as the time is being passed, that means the body is also changing the position when the body is in motion, right? And in the rest case, when the body is not moving, the time is being passed, but there is no change in the position. So from this, we can conclude that if a body is changing the position with respect to time, that means it will be in motion. And if a body does not changes the position with respect to time, that means it would be in rest. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
great.
sir.
Okay. So let me write down the figure, or sorry, the definition over there. With respect to time. In motion. Next one is when the body changes. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great. Yeah. So please note it down and let me know once. Done with the writing part?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now let's move to the next case. That is distance and displacement. So this was all about rest and let's say motion from the time at, so you can take time as a reference to analyze so whether the body is moving or not. So if the body is changing the position over the time, that means it's in motion, and if not changing, that means it's in rest. Okay. Now if we talk about the distance and displacement, let's first talk about the case. Okay. Suppose that, let's take an example. Suppose that A and this is B. Okay. So if you want to go to position A, so this is the path. Like this. Okay. So that means everyone. So you will follow this path, yes or no, everyone? If the body, if you need to, if you want to go to at point B, that means you have to follow the specific path.
Yes.
Okay. So that means this is the actual path that you have taken to point to go from point A to point B. So distance is basically the actual path that you have taken to cover the journey. Did you get my words? Is the actual path that you have taken. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay. So that's what the distance is. And in the distance quantity, everyone, if you go in this direction or in this direction, it doesn't matter what the direction is, it will always get added. That means if you suppose that if you have covered 10 meter over there and you are going 10 meter again, could you please tell me the distance that you have covered in this case overall?
20.
20 meter. That's completely right. So 20 meter will be the distance covered by the body. Okay. So that's why this distance does not depend on the direction. It is a scalar quantity. So what scalar is? Scalar means only magnitude. Okay? Only magnitude. So magnitude means suppose that this is 20 meter. So this number associated with the unit is called magnitude. The size which tells the size of the you can say quantity. Quantifiable. You can say quantifiable thing. Okay, all of you. So this is called magnitude. So for a distance, it only depends on this. If you change this thing to 30, so distance is changed or not? Yes or no?
What?
Please do it. Is the distance changed or not if you change this from 20 to 30?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. It's
Yes,
Yes.
it is being changed. That's very good. Now, you're going first 30 meter in this direction. Now you're going 20 meter in this direction. Is there any change in distance? Like apart from the basically magnitude, will the distance change or there will be an effect if you change the direction on the distance? Will there be any effect?
yes, sir.
will there be any effect on the distance quantity if you change the direction? If you are going 30 meter in this direction and 20 meter in this direction. So the total distance would be 50. So does it affect the distance quantity if you change the direction?
Yes.
Okay, Khan said yes. What about rest of you?
Yes.
Gauri, Vega, and Sa?
Yes, it does.
Maybe.
No, I have told you it will not affect. So direction does not affect whether wherever you go, distance will always gets added. Suppose that if you take the same case, you are traveling 50 meter in this direction from A to B, both distances are same. Doesn't matter if you're going basically a return journey or going in a straight line only. Okay? So distance will
Okay.
be same in both the cases. So that's why distance does not depend on the direction. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
That's great. So now you write down the cases over there. Just a second. Actual path covered by a moving body. Okay. With respect of the direction. So this is the short form of direction that I will be using throughout the chapter, right? So please make sure with it and do not write these things short forms in the exams. Always write down full, you can say words in it. Okay, in which the body travels called this. B part is scalar quantity. So distance is a scalar quantity. Clear?
Yes.
Next thing about distance would be everyone. So if a body is moving everyone, so is it possible that a distance could be zero if a body is moving over the time?
No.
No. So in that case, that's what right it is. Right. So the distance of a moving body will always be positive and greater than zero. Okay?
Okay.
Hmm. I hope it's clear to you. The part would be SI unit in which we measure the distance is me. Okay? So distance of a this is the unit of distance is meter. So please let me know, is that clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's great. So please note it down and let me know once done.
Yes, sir.
After that, we'll move to the
Error.
displacement part. Okay, Afan, that's great.
Done.
That's good. Now let's talk about displacement. Let's talk about what it is displacement. Suppose that everyone, suppose this is point A and this is point B. Okay. And you've taken a path to go like this. So it could be any path. Okay. So this is the actual path, right? Some with turns and curves and the left and right. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Now, if we talk about displacement, displacement says that whatever is the shortest path between the initial and final point, that will be your displacement. What is the shortest path? And it should be a straight line. Everyone. Please do keep the thing in your mind that it is always a straight line. So, okay. As you can see between the 2 points, this is a straight line. So this is called displacement. The change of position doesn't matter what path you have taken, but displacement is the shortest path, and it depends in my writing. So displacement depends on direction. Why? If you go in this direction, 20 meter, right? And if you go in this direction at 10 meter, so if you have and so basically it's a vector quantity, it depends on the direction. That's why we have to assume that one of the side is positive, one of the direction is positive. So generally we assume that this is positive direction. Clear all of you?
No, sir.
Yes.
Not clear? Okay. So if we go in this direction, so in distance we do not worry about the direction, but in displacement we have to worry about this direction as well. Because displacement is a vector quantity. So it also depends on direction apart from the magnitude. Okay. So suppose that everyone, if I assume that I'm going in this direction first, this is A to B. So generally we assume that right side is taken as a positive, this side. Yeah. So it's up to you. You can take this side as negative, but in the textbooks, in the NCRT, everything is taken is in this side is positive. So that's why it's better to basically follow the same thing. And this side will automatically become negative. That means the measurement that you will do in this direction would automatically become negative. Is that clear? The measurement will only become negative. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
clear? That's good. And let me tell you one thing. What does it mean? The negative sign and the positive sign. So negative sign only shows that the opposite direction of the motion. Do not write it. I'll explain all the things. And I'll write down all the things. So negative sign only shows that opposite direction. That means if it is 10 meter, so it's not less than 0. It's not less than 10 meter. That's not the case. So this negative sign says that opposite direction, and this 10 says that it is magnitude. That means you have covered 10 meter in the opposite direction. Is that clear now?
Sir,
Yes,
can
sir.
you repeat again?
Okay. I was saying this partner. Yes or no, Gauri? This part?
So this whole thing.
That is this whole thing. Just give me. See this. See this. So this negative sign and positive sign shows that negative sign only shows opposite direction. Negative sign does not mean it is less than zero. It does not mean it is less than zero. No, that's not the case. Okay? Only this matters is basically it shows the direction, opposite direction. So if you have assumed that this is positive, and if any of the measurement is taken as negative, that means it will say it is going opposite to the direction of motion. Right? Suppose you said I'm going in this direction for 10 meter. Right? Another person is going minus 10 meter. What do you mean by minus 10 meter?
He's going opposite to the direction.
Is going opposite to the direction. That means they're going, is suppose that it's east, that person is going west. Okay?
Yes.
That's great. And this suppose that negative 10 is there. So this negative sign shows, as I've told you, direction, opposite direction. And this 10 shows the this basically the magnitude. That means the person has covered 10 meter in the opposite direction of motion. Now is that clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
And now so far to
Yes.
you, Hafsa, Fan, Vaiga, and Gauri.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now let's move to the definition part then. The shortest straight line path between the nation. Yes, yes. Between the initial position of the body along with the direction. Okay. Is called
So what's the word after like initial position and?
final position of
Okay,
the
sir.
body, and displacement is a vector form. And C part would be everyone. So I'll basically explain all the things with the example, but right now, assume, so basically, just remember one thing. So, as displacement is a vector quantity, that means displacement of a moving body could be positive, be negative, as well as zero. So, all the three possibilities are there of a moving body. In distance, only one possibility is there that the distance will always be greater than zero or positive, we can say. But in displacement, all the three things can be basically possible: zero, positive, and negative. I'll explain with the examples just after this, after writing this. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zero. Okay. And D part is SI unit will be same as that of distance because it's nothing but a basically length. So it is also measured. Okay. Now, just give me one thing if you want. Let me know one thing. Suppose that a body is moving only in a straight line from A to B. Okay. Suppose that this is 100 meter only in the one direction. There is no change in direction at all. They started from A and easily ended at point B. So could you please tell me the distance and displacement traveled by the body in this case?
Distance is 200 meters.
No, it's not going backwards. It's only
So,
it started from A and ended at B. After that, there is no motion.
can you repeat the question?
I'm saying, what is the distance and displacement if a body has started from A and gone to B?
Distance and displacement are both 100 meters.
Take your fans that both are equal to 100. What about rest of you?
Same, sir.
Same by Gauri. What about Hafsa and Vega?
So I didn't hear the question. I got disconnected.
I was saying, what is the distance and displacement if a body has started from point A to B?
It's going to be same.
Hafsa? Hafsa, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please do let me know the answer. I'm asking something.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking something, Hafsa. Answer. I did repeat
Yes,
question
sir.
twice. I was saying, what is the distance and displacement if a body has started from point A to B?
Sir, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Hafsa, am I audible? Please let me know the answer.
Yes, sir.
Am I not audible to
Displacement.
you?
You're audible now. Someone stop.
I was saying, what is the distance and displacement if the body has started from point A to point B?
The displacement will be 100 meter.
And what is distance?
I think the distance will also be 100 meters since.
Yeah. So that's the case. So when the body is traveling along a straight line, so the magnitude of distance and displacement would be equal to each other. Okay? So only in the straight line case, not apart from any case. Okay? Apart from that, it would be different. So in the straight line case, the distance and displacement would be equal to each other. Okay? Let me write it down. Great. Okay. So I hope it's clear to all of you. Any doubts?
Clear?
Anyone of you? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now let's understand one thing. So this is part one over here. Now let's understand what is positive displacement. As I have told you that displacement could be positive, negative, and zero. So let's take it and understand the positive. Okay. Suppose that everyone you started. Okay. So this is point A. This is point B. Ajay, do not assume that this is a different line. It's the same line. I've just drawn differently so that you can basically distinguish between them. What I'm trying to ask. Okay. So it's nothing but the same line. You are just basically retracing your pathway. This is point C. So suppose that this is 20 meter and this is 10 meter. Please do let me know the answer of distance and displacement in this case. Everyone. If you have started from point A, gone to point B, and from point B to C. Okay. So what will be the distance and displacement in this case?
Distance will be 30 meters and
Okay,
displacement will be
let's do one thing, everyone. So please let me know the answer in the chat one by one. Okay, 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 Vaiga. Displacement as well. Okay. Okay, body. Okay, fine. Hafsa, answer in the chat. Is listening, everyone? So if it's 20 meter, if I'm going in this direction, so I'm going to assume that it is positive. Because I've told that generally we assume that it is positive on the right hand side, and this one would be automatically become negative. Okay. So in that case, everyone, the distance, as I have told you, the distance will always be greater than zero, and it will always add up. Is equals to coming out to be 30 meter, right? And displacement is basically the distance between the shortest distance between the initial and final point. Right now, the final point is at C. In that case, so the C point is nothing but over here. So the initial point is this, final point is this. The actual distance is 10 meter between your initial and final. That's why the displacement would be 10. Clear, all of you? So if we write down this thing in terms of the distance, positive and negative, so it would be negative 10 meters. So it's come out to be negative, sorry, positive 10 meters. That means this positive 10 is showing that you have displaced from origin towards the right side. You have changed the position from origin towards the right side. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Yes.
that's great. Okay. Now let's talk about the second case of negative displacement. Okay. So let's talk about what is negative displacement. So let me draw the figure. Suppose that this point A, point B, this is point C, and again this is point D. Right. So that means this is the thing. So you have gone 20 meter in this direction and for 30 meter in this direction. Let me know the distance and displacement respectively, everyone.
In chat.
Yes, in chat. So whenever I'll be asking question, you have to answer me in the chat only. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So if you talk about distance, so it will always get added. Doesn't matter wherever you are moving. 20 plus 30. This is going to be 50 meters. And if we talk about the displacement, so it's 20 and negative 30. So obviously it's going to be negative. So can anybody tell me what is the significance of this negative sign?
Negative means that he went backward after going
It's in
forward.
the opposite direction. That's right. That means the body has moved from the origin on the left hand side, right? On the opposite direction. Clear all of you?
Yes.
Any doubt so far to anyone? Okay, that's it. So only one thing is left, that is zero displacement. We'll discuss that in the next class, right? And we'll also solve the questions based on the distance and displacement in the next class. So please, till now, please do let me know, everyone, is that clear to you or not? Whatever we have done so far in the class. Is it clear to
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yes.
Any specific doubt in any of the things?
No, sir.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, everyone, just give me a sec.